Hey, do you like Chatot? Well, too bad. He's banned.
Yo, I got banned from events, and here's how it went down. I did nothing wrong, man. I did nothing wrong whatsoever.
So, banned Pokémon. Pokémon that can't be used in battle facilities and online competitions. A lot of these restrictions make sense. Big legendary Pokémon are banned for their high stats. Mythical Pokémon for their stats and/or exclusivity. But the one Pokémon that is neither legendary nor mythical that's often banned is Chatot. Chatot actually has an ability far scarier than any other Pokemon, the ability to swear. Yes, Chatot, being a parrot Pokemon, has such a unique signature move. Chatter is a flying type move that deals 60 damage and has a chance to confuse your opponent. But it can be used as a field move to record your own sounds using the Nintendo DS microphone. This would replace Chatot's cry, be played when the move Chatter is used, and depending on how loud it is, would increase the chance of confusing the target. But therein lies the problem. Anybody can record whatever they want. And unfortunately, this meant Chatot never had a chance of being usable in online competitions. Instead of Chatot repeating funny memes, people would probably have used it to record bad words, racial slurs, and homophobic slurs. This is why we can't have nice things. And it's too bad this potential was ruined. Chatot was very prominent during the Diamond and Pearl era, appearing in the movie Pokémon Ranger and the Temple of the Sea, and in Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time and Darkness, and of course in the anime series proper. It was something of a mini mascot for Sinnoh, being a cute and bright Pokemon that had an identity tied to one of the big features of the Nintendo DS. I always found microphone features weird in Nintendo. Hey You Pikachu is an experience just all on its own, but I remember Mario Party 7 being a blast. Nintendogs had the worst implementation because you had to call your dog dozens of times just in order to name it. This is mandatory for every dog, but enough about the franchise that sells the same game 4 times and back to the one that only does it 3 times. Really, I suppose banning Chatot was for the better. I wouldn't want to be verbally assaulted by one of my favorite Pokemon. Side note, online interactions in general were probably a mistake for Pokemon, because I remember in Diamond and Pearl you could dress up a Pokemon. This was used for contests, but also just for fun, and connecting to the internet allowed you to see other people's Pokemon all dressed up. And upon doing so, my eyes were assaulted by Abomasnow made to look like it had genitals. So I could only imagine how much worse it would be for Chatot. Generation 5 kept the move Chatter mostly the same, and it wasn't until Generation 6 that Chatot was released from its prison, as the move Chatter was changed. Now you can no longer record sounds, but the move has a 100% chance to confuse, which honestly is a fair trade-off. It's even still an exclusive move. Generation 6 Chatot was so fun to use online with BattleSpot singles and was my go-to in free-for-all battles with friends. It is kind of sad that this Pokemon was robbed of its unique gimmick. And now that we've moved on from the DS and 3DS, there's no chance of it coming back, even in any remakes. The Switch doesn't even have a microphone, but at least you can suck the air out of the exhaust port. Chatot genuinely is one of my favorite Pokemon. Having a unique move with a fun, albeit dangerous gimmick will always set it apart. Its design is so simple yet flashy that it feels right at home with Pokemon. And you know what they say, there are no bad Pokemon, only bad trainers. No matter what words it may learn, it'll always be a pretty bird. And that has been the story of Chatot, the banned Pokemon. But anyway, hey, this is GatorX, and let me know what you think about Chatot and the whole situation, I guess, overall. Like I said, one of my favorite Pokemon, and I think it's really interesting to see how everything played out with online interactions coming to Pokemon, just how that really doesn't play with, you know, certain gimmicks like this. You know, when it's isolated, the whole Chatot being able to repeat dialogue is pretty interesting and is cool and makes sense, but when you bring it into just everything else with Pokemon, you know, bring it to the rest of the world, you know, it's it can cause for a mess. You know, it's funny, the audio recording really isn't super amazing. I think, you know, I've seen that some people can get like a little more clearer, but you know, it doesn't work the best, but it's still like just enough to make things potentially you know, unfriendly, I guess, in the same way that nicknames have been restricted in Pokemon for a while, and of course for good reason, but there are just weird ways around it. But let me know what you think in the comments below, and we'll continue the discussion down there. Any weird, additional, obscure thing maybe I should bring up, talk about in Pokemon, let me know in the comments below. I guess something similar. Sorry, I've been talking about a lot of band stuff recently. You know, you start with one and then you just keep going, but yeah. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to show your support. Enable notifications so make sure you see each new video as it comes out. But anyway, this has been GatorX. Have a nice day.